Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NVAX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis before, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from. But with the gap down today, yeah, they still pertain to the chart, but they're not really relevant. So I'm just going to go ahead and do some house cleaning, get rid of those lines. Again, from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to have lines all over the place and risk causing clutter and confusion. So just want to try to keep this as clean as possible. So not to rub salt in anyone's wounds or anything, but yeah, pretty brutal day here. Gap down, the price did bounce a little bit. And then in the afternoon, the price ultimately started to roll back over, as you can see right here. So nice early morning bounce, but that ran out of steam, and then the price eventually just kind of started to, like I said, pull back to the downside. So let's first start by talking about some levels of support. And the key level of support right now is just simply where the bleeding stopped today, and that was down there at $1.05. So $1.05 is where the bulls finally said, you know what? We're not letting the price go down any further. We're going to put our foot down right there. So going into tomorrow, you want to see that continue to be the case. Obviously, if the price breaks below there, then that is putting the chart at prices, that it hasn't seen in a very long time. So $1.05 is definitely that ideal level of support that you want to see hold. In the event the price cannot hold above the $1.05 mark, and I realize the chart's hard to see, but that just goes to show, the price has not been down around this area for quite a while. After $1.05, next level of support to keep an eye on, right around the $1 mark, $1.01 mark. But these are definitely going to be the couple key levels of support going into tomorrow. In terms of levels of resistance, the key one right now, and I'm not talking about resistance levels, is kind of not worth it, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. But the overall level of resistance right now is definitely that pink line right there, which is the famous 200 period simple moving average, and that's just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. And that pink line was definitely considered an area of support, but with the price gapping down below it, you can see on the bounce, surprise, surprise. I mean, it's literally, that's where it stopped, basically at that pink line before getting rejected back down. Reason it's kind of silly to talk about levels of resistance right now is, breaking levels of resistance, not even close to the top priority for the chart. Top priority for the chart right now is just getting the price stabilized, not, bouncing, not anything like that, just getting the price stabilized. So at this point, sideways price action is just as good as upwards price action. So that becomes the main kind of focal point right now, and the main question mark, where is the price ultimately going to stabilize at? So we'll see what happens with it, but big volume today, a lot of eyeballs still on this one, so we'll see how the rest of this week unfolds. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.